Hey everybody, Cajun Reviews for you coming straight at you again today. Today I want to talk to you about my assortment of power screwdrivers. I used to call these cordless screwdrivers because, these are screwdrivers without a cord. Not like I have other screwdrivers with a cord, but that's just what I called it. But essentially, these are power screwdrivers. They all run on a battery, a rechargeable battery, and they have a button on them that you press on the tool that makes it turn. It's reversible, goes both directions. They all are similar, function similarly. Some I prefer, some I don't prefer, and I'm going to talk to you today about the reasons why. So this DeWalt right here is the DCF 680. This is the gyroscopic cordless driver right here, and I do like this tool because it's gyroscopic, and basically gyroscopic means you press the button on here and the little lights come on the top, and the more you turn the tool, it doesn't work that great. That's why I don't use it very often. The more you turn the tool, the faster it turns and the more torque that is provided to the bit to turn a screw. But this thing does not work that great. It has never worked that great. I don't know what the deal is. I've tried different batteries. I've tried everything, but it does not function like it's supposed to. So I don't know. See, there it goes. And you can slow it down. The more you angle it back towards the right side up, it slows down. But it doesn't work all the time. In fact, it doesn't work more often than it does work. What I do like about this tool is, number one, this is a locking collar on here. See how the bit does not fall out of here? I do like that. It is a quality tool, I think. This one just doesn't work that great. It never did work like it's supposed to, I think. The other thing I like about this is you press this button right here, and this thing kind of transforms into a pistol grip like this. So now you kind of got like a drill, the style of a drill that you can use it, and it's still the same tool. This is not a drill, but anyway, and it's not an impact. But anyway, you can use it similar to a drill because now you have similar to a pistol grip. And you can press the button to turn it backwards. You got the power light button here that sometimes will come on. See there, it works now. And the more you turn it, the faster the bit goes, like that. It just doesn't work every time. Another thing I do like about this tool is the battery is replaceable. So if I'm using this a lot, I have another battery sitting on a charger, another battery in my toolbox, whatever. I can just replace this battery and then I'm off and running again. So this is the DeWalt DCF 680 gyroscopic cordless power screwdriver. It's kind of big, in my opinion, to be carrying around in a tool pouch on your belt. But if you're gonna use a tool bag or something, probably something on wheels, I don't think that the weight of this one over any of these others is going to make that much of a difference if you've got a tool bag that's on wheels. So that's that on that one. So this one right here is my next to oldest one, and I kind of got these in order. This is a Skill, and this one right here is the SD 561201, this Skill brand. This one does not have a removable battery. It is rechargeable right here via USB micro. I don't care for that. It's a different attachment. Instead of just USB-C, it's USB micro. What I do like on this tool is, number one, this trigger is easy to operate like this. So I do like that. This also has the LEDs that light up the screw where you put in the bit. Like if it's in a dark little hole or something, the lights will light up the area where you put in the bit on a screw. The other thing is the voltage sense on this thing will sense voltage. You don't know if you can hear that noise, but you see the red light on in front of there because it's sensing the voltage of this power supply that's plugged in. I do kind of like that. However, I trust my Fluke voltage sniffer a whole lot more often than I don't really use this tool that often. This sits in my computer bag if in case I need a screwdriver at the end after I'm finished programming a fire alarm panel or something. I keep this in there for that purpose. But it is handy to have this little feature on there. Let me know that, hey, this wire's got AC voltage in it. It'll only pick up AC voltage. It does not sense DC voltage. The other thing I like about this tool is this is a locking collar. See, just like this. So that bit is locked into that collar. You just pull it back to remove the bit, and you pull it back to reinstall the bit, just like so. So I do like that. You cannot install the bit on here without pulling the collar back. You got to pull the collar back in order for the bit to go in the hole. I think on this DeWalt, you got to pull the collar back to remove it, or push the collar forward, I'm sorry, to remove it. But on this one, you can reinstall the bit. See, if you remove the bit out of the DeWalt, you can put it back without having to pull the collar forward or unlock the collar on it. On this tool, in order to put this back, you know, it doesn't stay in there until you pull the collar back and let the bit slide into the tool. So I don't particularly care for that, but I mean, that's a small compromise in my opinion. The trigger works well. It does work pretty easily. You know, it's in a convenient location for me to use it. I'll operate this with my thumb. The lights are bright enough, say it's pretty bright, to light up a fastener when I'm going to put this on a fastener. Like I said, overall, the things I don't care for is I got to push the locking collar forward to reinstall a bit, and this is a USB micro. The micro does not charge as quickly as a USB-C, and the other thing is the USB micro is not that popular anymore. The battery in this is not replaceable. This thing dies, you're gonna put it on a charger and wait for it to charge up before you can use it again. Okay, so that's that one. So this one right here is the Skill SD561901. So this one is a little bit different too. This is not a removable battery either. It is USB-C rechargeable. The trigger is in a convenient location to operate it forwards and backwards. It's got a cool little window right here. You can see the little gear inside of there moving. Another feature of this tool is I do like the light. It shines directly down onto the bit shaft, so you can light up the fastener that you're working on, and also the light on this tool stays illuminated after you release the trigger. Another good feature about this that I sometimes have used, if you press this button right here, you can angle this thing to be at about a 45 or 30 or 45 degree angle like that. And you can get to a screw that's at an angle from where you're working at. It's come in handy a couple of times for me. The only thing I have negative to say about that is I had another one just like this. And if you would angle the head like that, which I did get in the habit of doing, I could hear the gear grinding inside of here, and eventually it just died. So that one went away. I did replace it. I bought this at Lowe's. It is a 4-volt tool. I did replace it though from Lowe's. But overall, I guess it is convenient. It does have a torque setting right here. So 3 green lights is the maximum torque. You just press this button. You got 2 green lights for medium torque and 1 green light for the least amount of torque. On number 3, I don't recommend you use the number 3 torque setting if you're going to purchase this tool. if you're working on like a circuit board or something, because this thing could break the screws, smaller screws on a circuit board or something that's relatively fragile. It's not going to break like a screw in a wall, I don't think, but it could break a smaller screw on a circuit board, a panel, or something relatively delicate that you may be working on. That's a pretty nice little feature. And this thing too, with the angled head like this. So it's got 3 positions, I think, or 4 positions. So it's got straight up, got that position. Well, no, 3 positions. 1, 2. So it's 3 positions. I thought it was 4. No, it's 3. It's 3 positions. That position, and that position. So the thing I don't like about this tool is this bit is magnetically held into the collar. And I tend to grab the tool by the bit and this thing just comes out like that. This does not lock into the tool like this. It's just magnetically held in, I just don't care for that. I want to be able to grab it by the bit like this. And this one is not gonna let go unless I move this collar, okay? But on this one, if I did this hard enough, just like that, it's gonna fall apart because it's just magnetically held in there. The magnet inside of here does not translate to the end of the bit. It does not make the bit magnetic. It's just to hold the bit into the tool. I just don't care for that. Okay, so the next one I have here, this is my newest one. This is a Cobalt brand. Of course, Cobalt comes from Lowe's. This one is the 68686. It's a 4-volt screwdriver. It's USB-C chargeable. It's got the nice little cover over the charging port so you don't collect dust in there, because then you got a different problem. That's kind of a thing to note about these. The charging ports are unprotected, so collect dust and lint and whatever else can get up in there. So this one has a little cover on it to protect it from getting dusty. The trigger is in a nice location for me. It's convenient to use. It fits in my hand easy. This thing is easy to handle, in my opinion. Backwards and forwards, like that. USB-C rechargeable. The collar is locking onto the bit, or the bit is locking into the collar of the tool, like that. What I don't like about this tool is the light. So right here, I got the light is on as long as I'm holding the trigger. As soon as I let go of the trigger, the light turns off. See? I don't care for that. On these other tools, you press the trigger like that, the light stays on for a few seconds after. So sometimes if you need a light, you're just in a little area where you don't have much light, this could serve as a light. But this one, the light only works if you're pressing the tool. To remove the bits, you pull the collar backwards like this to pull it out. So the other thing I don't like is, even though I pull the collar back on this tool, I got to pull the collar back in order to put the bit back in the tool. So you see, that's how it goes. Cannot install the bit without pulling the collar back on the tool. So it's not like the DeWalt. So the DeWalt, you push it forward, and you can reinstall the bit on the DeWalt without moving the collar. It just snaps in place, and there it is. So this one, I don't care for that. This is pretty much the same thing on this tool. I got to move the collar in order to install the bit, but it's better than this one because this one is just held in there magnetically, and there is no lock. Okay, and I have had, when I get on a screw with this tool and I go to pull the screw back, the tool away from the screw, the bit stays on the screw. And that presents another problem for me. If that's in a hole, sometimes what will happen is you're pulling the tool off of the screw, the bit stays stuck to the screw, And as soon as you move the tool away from the bit falls off the screw and it just fell inside of a hole or in a, something that where you can't easily get to it. It falls on the floor. You might be working on a ladder and you got to get off the ladder to go get the bit that just fell and rolled 27,000 feet down the hallway just because. I don't care for that. This tool stays around the house. I don't use it all that much, but it's just a household tool, really. This is the one I like the most. This is the one I use the most. This is the one I use in my day job, in my career. I have two of these, actually. I got another one somewheres. They've been pretty reliable. I mean, they're only about maybe $30 at Lowe's, and you get the bit set with it, and a bit holder that goes with it. I think this is worthy to purchase. This thing, I don't know. I don't think I would buy another one like this. I just don't feel like it's worth it. This one was what I originally started with for my day job, my current day job. And it did serve the purpose. The lights do stay on the tool for a few seconds after you release the trigger. The voltage sense thing is a nice idea. But again, I use my Fluke voltage sniffer because I trust that one more than what I trust this tool. Just from experience, I just trust the Fluke more. It might be just me being, prejudiced, I guess, against the screwdriver tool versus the Fluke. But I prefer that Fluke. I trust my Fluke, and that's the one I use. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to y'all today and let y'all know about these tools. Again, this is the DeWalt DCF 680 gyroscopic. So this thing was, when my wife bought me this for Christmas, probably about 5 or 6 years ago, I guess. This was about $100 on Amazon for the tool. And a battery and a charger. I have two batteries for it. But the only, guess the only bad about that is the batteries only fit in this tool. They don't fit in a drill. They don't fit in anything else. Only this tool. But this thing really sits in the garage collecting dust because it works now. See how high it goes? See, it slows down as you turn back towards right side up and speeds up. The more you turn it, the faster it goes. And you go back right side up, it slows down and almost stops. So pretty nice little feature if it worked. But it's kind of big in my opinion. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to y'all today. This is the DeWalt DCF 680. This is the Cobalt 68686. This is the Skill SD561201. This is the Skill SD561901. All of this stuff is available at Lowe's, I think. I'm not sure if the gyroscopic screwdriver is still on the market or not. I haven't seen one in a long time, but I'm sure if DeWalt still has it, you can purchase this at Lowe's or through Lowe's. These two tools are probably on the shelf at your local Lowe's store. They've been on the shelf for quite some time at my Lowe's, and in fact, these were on sale for like $25 or something around Christmas time at Lowe's. So, I mean, this Cobalt one is certainly going to be readily available too. But this is the one I use the most often. Anyway, just wanted to talk to y'all today about this stuff. This is what I do. This is my experience with it. And I hope this video helps you in some way. So anyway, I hope y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching my videos. Please like, follow, and share. And I appreciate all of y'all. And have a wonderful day. Bye.